all powered by Verizon. Ka-ching, ka-ching. For DARPA and the military-industrial complex with their 5G ultra-wideband. This is why they're pushing it. This is why they don't care about the health effects. Because they're setting up an open-air prison for you. And so let's take a look at these 5 companies that have just been added to the third and final cohort. So there's got to be at least another 10 of these. But let's just take a look at these 5 that are part of this press release coming out of Verizon. First one, a company called Edgy Bees. Like busy bees, busybody bees. The live video feeds captured from any camera, any human input, or any other data sources to provide clarity on operational environments. Do you see how our cities are being militarized?
Yep.
They're referring to our cities as operational environments. And they're going to be collecting video from any camera, any human, any other data source or whatever. So it could be a stationary camera. It could be people who are videotaping on their phones or something, like streaming it.
Snitch culture.
Or any other data source. And they're going to pull that stuff together and monitor it in real time. That's why they need to have these high-speed data rates, so they can do that kind of real-time analysis, not only of your biometrics, your face, the way that you walk, the way that you stand, your height, your weight, your race. They also want to be able to look at everybody's video feeds in real time and determine, pull them together into a unified operational environment in these gulag Google cities. Another one, Ekin. They're going to, doesn't really say too much about that. They're just going to use artificial intelligence to make modern cities safer and smarter. Mm-hmm. That's probably the most dangerous one because they don't tell you anything about what they're doing. Number 3, Nightscope. They're the ones that have the little self-driving technology. These are the little robots. You just saw that little cone-shaped thing. Kind of like a Dalek from Doctor Who without the arms. Danger, warning. Yeah, danger, Will Robinson. People don't like those things. They've been picking them up and throwing them into ponds. I would never suggest that you do something like that, however. No, but that has been done. Self-driving technology, robotics, and artificial intelligence. And there it is right there. That's the little product that it's got. Right now, it's just basically kind of a snitch, a meter maid, something like that. 4th one, Lumini. This one is interesting. It provides wall-penetrating radar.
Okay, this is NASA technology that's been handed down to small corporation. This is Infometry. This is what I've been telling you about, how they can scan right through your house, your car, the clothes that you wear, anything and everything. They can cut through mountains. They know exactly where Saddam Hussein was because he fell into a hole. They knew all. They have this technology for 60 years, people. And this is how they're shaping the world, is through their fucking lies. Oh, we got Saddam! Yeah, you knew where he was the whole time, motherfucker! So, it's called Interferometry. And here it's been being handed down to a small company.
To identify people.
Lumini.
Through walls. Ooh, okay. So they're not just, well, I'm not going to go outside. Well, you stay in your apartment. They'll identify you through the walls.
That's right. All right, so let me continue on. Here we go.
The third group by Verizon for what they call responders. First responder cohort. Their first responder lab, a 5G program. 5G first responder lab. And what these people are doing, and just go down the list here, these 5 companies, one of them will capture all the video feeds that are coming from any stationary, these eyes on the wall that they put everywhere. You've got cameras everywhere, like in the UK, for example. Or any human input, from your phone. It's going to take a look at all these stationary cameras, all the streaming video that's coming from somebody's phone, or other data.
Oh, also I want to talk about Lumini. They are violating your 4th Amendment right to search and seizure. They have no right. This is what the cops are using, is Plantier Technologies and probably this Lumini company. Okay, what they do is it's a direct violation of your 4th Amendment rights because they're putting implants in people and using real-time technology to tap into your eyesight, what you do, how you think, and everything. Okay? And they're tracking you in these fusion centers. Okay? So, and it's all space-based. It goes up to the satellites, you know, and down, and this is how they're doing it. So, if you're a targeted individual, you already have an implant in you, illegally, from the United States government. And then you've been handed a handler, which is a cop, to watch you throughout your progress so they can have their Swiss Templar Mason shit. And then, you know, if you could just walk down the street, they'll just like fucking try to arrest you and shit. And this is a direct violation of Fourth Amendment rights, you know, because you haven't done anything wrong. But they're using Palantir Technologies and probably this Lumini. This is brand new to me. I've never heard of it, but it doesn't surprise me. Because they are using space-based technology to spy on you.
Data sources to create an operational environment clarity. Yeah, because they're going to be militarizing our cities, turning them into open-air prisons. Nightscope with their roving, self-driving little robotics that are, right now, they're just snitches and meter maids, but they will move on from that. Then, as I was going to break, I talked about another company, Lumini.
Yeah, the fucking thing is looking at you.
All-penetrating radar to identify people through walls.
Yeah.
So you don't want to put...
That is called interferometry. It's from astronomy class. I mean, it's unbelievable the violation, how they're using AI to circumvent the Constitution of the United States. Okay? They're going against everything that you are. Okay? They have to have a warrant to search you. Okay? And if you have an implant in your body, that's a direct violation of who you are as a human being on the third dimensional planet. Do you understand how they're using this as a tactic? You know? And then they say, oh, well, the mental health, you need to have your brain checked and da-da-da-da-da. No, man. If you do